Millions of people out here are waking up every morning to put on a uniform, log into a meeting, smile at their coworkers when they really don't mean it, and they just pretend to be grateful for a job that they secretly just cannot stand. And they're not staying at this job because they absolutely love it and they are loyal to this job, okay? They are staying because this economy has made quitting feel way more dangerous than remaining miserable.
This is genuinely the worst economy to hate your job in. Like every day I want to quit, but every day I'm reminded if I do quit, I won't even be able to afford a meal. Like at this point, it feels safer to just be unhappy than to be unemployed. We've never lived in times like this.
I hate working. But you know what I hate more? I hate being broke. So every time I see that scheduled job, I be thinking to myself,
when is this shit gonna end?
but then I realize I'm about to get that money. I'm about to get paid. I love money. If motherfuckers are telling you, oh yeah, money can't buy happiness.
Shut the fuck up.
What type of bullshit is this? Worst feeling on the planet is working at a job that you hate with every being in your body, but you know you need that job. My last job that I worked, as soon as I woke up in the morning, I instantly just got mad because I knew for a fact that I had to walk inside that building. And then when I'm driving, as soon as I bust that corner and I see that building, I just get mad instantly. Like my body literally just starts shaking. I would literally sit in the parking lot for a few moments, get my composure together, put on this fake ass smile, put on a fake ass attitude, walk inside the building like everything's okay. No, everything's not okay. It's like you want to quit that job so bad. You want to leave that job so bad. But if you don't have another job lined up right away, you either about to get ready to be homeless and broke, or you might as well stay and thug it out. Because you know how hard it is to find jobs nowadays. Companies say they hiring. Trust me, they're not hiring. And I know a lot of people out there feel this exact same way. They literally are staying at that job because they have no other choice. They are literally trying to survive.
And I believe what people are going through right here is the modern workplace that we all go through today. Like, it's not a building filled with happy employees. It's a building filled with people who feel like they're being held hostage by a direct deposit. They want to leave, best believe that. They dream about leaving every time they go to work, but some of them have mentally left already. But unfortunately, the rent is still due on the first of every single month. The car payment doesn't care about your mental health. Groceries don't get cheaper because your manager is toxic. And health insurance doesn't continue because you decided to protect your peace. So millions of people keep clocking into jobs they hate because they're terrified of what could happen if they stop. And back in the day, this used to be so simple. There used to be a simpler piece of career advice. And that advice was, if you don't like your job, find another one. And that used to be the case. Like, we used to be able to do that back in the day. But today, that advice sounds like it came from a completely different economy, because finding another job can mean hundreds of applications. It can mean rewriting your resume a bunch of times, and while sitting through multiple interviews, only for the company to just disappear without even giving you an answer.
I've applied to over 1,000 jobs. This is going to be a very vulnerable post, and every single company that I have interviewed with has ghosted me. I've gone in for in-person interviews and been ghosted. I've had companies do more than 5 rounds and ghost me. I got laid off in May, and I'm at a point where I literally don't know what to do. For context, I graduated in December. I have a degree in English, a minor in business, and a minor in creative writing. I have marketing experience. I worked at a tech startup, so that 0 to 1 vibe. I'm very familiar with fast-paced work. I've run my resume through AI multiple times to make sure that companies are able to scan them with their AI tools. I know it's not my resume because I've been getting a few interviews, but I worked my ass off in college, and I literally don't know what to do. I have nowhere to go. I can't do anything. I have no money. I don't know what to do.
It should be no reason why it's hard for people to get a fucking job at somewhere as simple as McDonald's nowadays. And I'm not saying your job does not matter at McDonald's, like we need fast food workers, but I'm saying on the rank of jobs, fast food is like at the bottom. So if it's hard for people to get those type of jobs, it's a fucking problem. I'm seeing videos of people applying to 200 plus jobs and they ain't got one callback. And it be people who be having like certificates, licenses, all that shit. I'm a whole CNA. Mind you, everybody knows it used to be easy for a CNA to get a job. Like you could quit one and have one the next day. Why the fuck are they being so picky on who they hire? Like, I honestly think they're doing all this so they can make people want to go to the military.
I've applied for over 300 jobs. Not a single callback, nothing. So what I decided to do on Monday is, this is now Tuesday, what I decided to do yesterday was make a fake resume and change my last name to Singh, different email address, different job qualifications, but all in the same line, same everything. And I've gotten 3 emails in 24 hours. Figure that out.
You can literally apply to 100 plus jobs and not hear back from a single one and get told to just keep applying like it's a motivation issue, when really there just aren't that many actual jobs available. And that's the part that's so incredibly frustrating, is because it's not like we're not trying, it's that it's not leading anywhere.
After applying for 324 jobs, getting 9 interviews and 0 job offers, I'm convinced that I'm just destined to be homeless. And the worst part is I am $117,000 in debt because some idiot convinced me that going to school and getting a degree was actually gonna get me. So I don't wanna hear go in person and apply for a resume. Mom, leave me the hell alone, that shit doesn't work. I was talking to one of my friends a couple weeks back, telling him about how bad I was struggling to get a job, and he managed to land a job. He has an associate's degree.
Like, bro, imagine already being exhausted from working 8 to 10 hours a day, sometimes even more. Then you come home and begin your second unpaid shift searching for a way out. You can update your resume, write cover letters, answer the same application questions that were already answered on your resume. And after all of that, you either receive a automated rejection or nothing at all. That's why people are calling this thing job hugging. Workers are gripping their current jobs like it's life rafts out here, okay? Not because the jobs are good, but because they're afraid that there may be nothing waiting for them if they let go of this current job that they have. People are still leaving jobs out here, but workers are being extremely cautious about voluntarily giving up a guaranteed paycheck. And honestly, can you really blame these people? We have watched companies announce mass layoffs with almost no warning. We've watched longtime employees lose their positions after giving companies 10, 15, or even 20 years of their entire lives. We have watched people train their replacements, lose their benefits, and get escorted out of buildings that they practically have lived inside of. So when someone says just quit, just leave your job and just go find another one, they are ignoring the real fear underneath that decision. Quitting isn't simply changing jobs anymore. For some people, quitting means gambling their housing, their healthcare, their transportation, and their ability to even take care of their own families. And that isn't freedom, okay? That is economic captivity. And when survival depends on keeping your manager happy, dog, people will learn how to perform. They will laugh at all the jokes that aren't funny. They will pretend to be excited about everything during the meetings. They will volunteer for responsibilities that they don't even want. And that fake enthusiasm isn't always ambition. Sometimes it's just fear wearing, casual clothing, like business casual clothing, I guess you could say. And just because like companies may have successfully stopped the most people from quitting a job, but they haven't really convinced them to care about that job. There was a report found that 20% of employees worldwide were engaged at work. That means 4 out of every 5 workers were either disengaged or actively disengaging. They were physically present at the job, but emotionally they were somewhere else entirely.
One of my favorite genres of videos of people like subtly sticking it to corporations are the ones that they've already made up their mind. They're about to quit the job. So they make a video and they're like, yeah, basically this is how this corporation is ripping y'all off. And then they just show all of the secrets. They tell where the bodies are buried. They expose everything on their way out in like a blaze of glory. It's just, those crack me up just by how unbothered and mentally checked out they are.
Okay, that wraps it up for today's call. I guess that's it for today. If anybody has any questions, I will stick around for...
There's actually nothing worse than being mentally checked out of work. You want to leave this toxic job, but you know you can't because the job market is fucked. You want to try and save money, have an emergency fund, see if you can survive for 3 to 6 months, but you know you can't make an emergency fund because the fucking economy is fucked. Please tell me I'm not the only one. It's mad.
And I also think that people haven't suddenly just became ungrateful and lazy at their workplace or what, how they earn money. They are responding to a system that demands loyalty while offering very little security in return. A job should provide you more than enough money to survive until the next shift, okay? It shouldn't require somebody to gamble their housing just to protect, their mental health. And it should not consume so much of their energy so that they are no longer, recognizing who they are outside of work. Most people's identities out here are tied to a job. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Millions of people out here are not staying because their jobs are good. Okay. They are staying because every door leading out appears to be locked right now. And perhaps the most dangerous workforce isn't one where everybody just quits their jobs. It's one where everybody has already left the job mentally, but continues clocking in every single morning because they are too scared to stop.